Hello, everybody, and happy Wednesday, and welcome to your daily lighting critique. We have one submission, and we have one participant today. We've got Cora and her. Hello. I feel like I'm interviewing you for a podcast now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you've got here. So I think the work that you're doing is really, really beautiful. I think this is the best that I've seen this asset look before. I think it's really, really well done. I only say this having lit this myself and knowing how difficult it is. You're doing a brilliant job. So there are, I was looking at this for a while before coming in, and I think that there are two things that I think that you should do before moving on to something else. Number one, and this is going to sound, the first thing I noticed was that like on these foreground chairs, there's just a little bit more, like we're just feeling a little bit more of that sunlight. Like if I covered my hand over top, I wouldn't feel that there are big windows here to the side. So just getting a little bit of an impression of that sunlight coming in on those chairs from the screen left side, I think would be really, really good. I think, yeah, because you can feel it everywhere else in the room. Just we lose a little bit in there. And then the other thing is I was looking outside the window, and if I compare just like this with what I see in this one right here. One of the things that happens that's happening outside is as the trees build up, as there are more leaves and foliage and stuff, it actually gets a little bit darker down here in the base of it. And so I love the overexposure up top, but like working in some of these like a little bit of darker values in the base outside the window, I think would be really good because it helps ground it and it helps make it feel a little bit more realistic. But other than that, I think it looks really, really fantastic. And Aaron, you are here. You are looking at this now too, and Keldon's coming on as well. Do you guys have any thoughts on this?
The right one is the reference, correct?
That's the best comment that you can get. Yeah.
I mean, like it looks really good. I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm also on a very small laptop. I kind of came in the middle. Did you talk about the blue on the ceiling and the shadows and the blue tint?
I did not. We could actually. Yeah. What do you think about that? I'll let you go with that thought.
I mean, I would love to see it just because I think it would just add to
just a little bit, a little bit more shadow and a little more blue up here.
Yeah. I mean, if I look at that source, there's definitely like a blue tint in the shadows and in the highlights of the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Cora, what do you think about that? I think that would work.
Yeah, it's there a little bit. I think I got the same comment last time,
Mm-hmm.
and I already added a bit more, but I still think it can increase indeed.
Yeah, some of it too is darkening the value a little bit to allow that blue color to get in. Because once it gets like lifted a little bit, it just kind of goes to brighter tones. And I think it might just be, I think the idea of it being a little more shadow in there is a really good thought.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. Yeah, Keldon, do you have any thoughts? I mean, we've got one submission today. We've got Cora on live, so we're gonna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, you're just talking about making the ceiling a little bit more saturated with the blues?
Yeah, a little saturated, a little darker. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a little bit. I said too a little bit on this foreground chairs, and in the foreground we could feel a little bit more influence of the sunlight in there. But
maybe a little more darkness on those chairs too.
Yeah, just like contrast on them overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing I was toying with was there's outside of this doorway here, like back in here, like there's a little bit of like an added like warmth color. I was thinking like maybe of having just like some warm light coming through there, just like that amount. But I don't even know what's back there. I think that might just be like a cubby or like a locker in the wall or something. So don't worry about that too much. I was thinking about adding, because I thought about adding in just a little bit of those colors. Like there's a room back here and it's just kind of shining through. But that might be.
Yeah, I could do that.
Maybe those ceiling lights could be just like a hair warmer.
That's a good call.
Going back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a little bit cooler in your version.
Yeah. That's a good thought too. But you're so close, Cora. This is really, really, like, these are really finite details at the end. So really, really great job. And like that kind of thing, it's kind of like, you wouldn't, and this is where having reference really, really is beneficial, because not having it, we wouldn't have noticed. I probably wouldn't have noticed a few of those things. But having that to compare it to is like, oh, this is just like how you get that last 2% of the image.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
kind of see how those ceiling lights are different from the natural light.
All right, cool. Well, that's, I mean,
Good job.
yeah, I think it's brilliant. So we'll keep it short and sweet today. Cora, do you have any other questions or any other thoughts?
Yeah, mainly I'm wondering if you have tips on the actual cushion material, because I was kind of struggling with that. It looks quite reflective or specular,
Mhm.
but also not. So
I
I'm
think
not sure.
I think overall, I mean, where your head's at is probably right. I think overall, I think they look fine. I think they look really good. I think that, yeah, maybe adding some more specularity in there would help get more of that sunlit feel. But I think just adding a little bit more light will do it too. I think the cushions look great.
Okay.
If you like, yeah, I think they look great. Like if you wanted to go super hyper real with them, I think like if you can find a way to get some of these like it's like the taut pulling at the edges. Like if you want to just paint in some like shadows and stuff right around here where you can kind of feel like the fabric just kind of like the imperfections, but honestly they actually kind of look like different. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think just adding that extra light and getting a little more specularity on there is gonna be plenty to make it look really cool.
All right. Thank you.
All right, great. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. If you have any questions, keep posting stuff. We'll be back at it tomorrow. But like I said, I'll give you some time to enjoy the rest of your day.
While you're here, Mike, I
Yeah.
had a couple of thoughts for my man, my I Am That Man animation.
Yeah.
You were saying a couple critiques ago when you looked at it that to just frame blend the filing cabinets to get rid of that highlight noise.
Mm-hmm.
I tried doing that, but it seems like it doesn't work too well because it interferes with the volume, which isn't actually a separate tab.
Oh, is the volume baked into the pass? Are they in the same render pass?
I've got a render pass for, yeah, it's baked into each render pass. So I tried like pulling out the volume and then frame blend.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought the volume was separate. Yeah, that would be an issue. Yeah, because frame blending works really, really well only if the camera doesn't move or moves very slowly, and there's not like shadows passing through or like volumetric or things moving past it.
So if you didn't think it was that big a deal, then I would just leave it. Or
Yeah.
if it's pretty noticeable, then
I think it's okay. I would. Yeah, we'll take a look at it one more time, but I think it'll be okay. The only other way to do it would be to render them separately and then piece them together in the comp. But let's take it like post your next iteration, and tomorrow we'll take a look. And I don't remember it being that big of a deal, but I'd like to see it again.
yeah, okay. All right, thanks.
All right, cool. All right, y'all. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, be good. Happy lighting, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.